One of the things I notice with people is they expect growth to be linear. That it's like, cool, I achieved this thing. I'm not going back. This is my new normal. And it's like, bitch, please. You are going to be going back to that thing you thought you left. You're going to be going back to that old boyfriend. You're going to be going back to that bad habit. You're going to be going back to those late nights and too tall drinks. And that's okay. Growth is not linear. We grow in waves and spirals and coils and up and down sort of experiences. And that's the way it should be. As we learn and accumulate new information, new understanding about ourselves, we're gonna have to go back sometimes and say, oh, did that thing really not serve me? Did that really make me not happy? And then try it again and it might be fine for a bit. And then you're like, no, actually this didn't make me happy. I don't like doing this. And you leave it again. And then you might go back again, or you might take a look over your shoulder. That's normal. It's part of the process. There are gonna be days where you feel like you are killing it, where things are soaring. And there are gonna be days where you're dragging through the mud. That does not mean you're failing. That does not mean that you're not growing correctly. You know, in spiritual work, there are gonna be days where you sit down to meditate or do some offerings or do some magic or whatever your spiritual practice is, and you're gonna be like, ooh, yes, I feel the universe around me, I'm soaring, I'm communing with energy and spirits are manifesting before me. And there are gonna be days when you show up and all you think about are tacos and the laundry and your cat. And I really should be meditating right now. Why am I not more focused? Doesn't mean you backslid, it just means you are where you are. I've heard people talking about growth being a little bit like digging a hole. When you dig a hole in the garden, sometimes you hit rocks, sometimes you hit mud, sometimes you hit clay, sometimes you hit sand, sometimes you hit a big open space, and that's okay. You're gonna be where you're gonna be. Doesn't matter. The point is you still keep going. It doesn't matter if it's hard, if it's easy, if you feel like you're being productive or not, just show up. Just keep showing up. You know what they say the number one indicator of success at the gym is for body transformation? The fact that you just showed up at the gym. It matters less how good your workouts were or how focused you were, like, yeah, pay attention to that, but what matters is that you showed up today. And those people who keep showing up, they're the ones who tend to see progress. So who gives a flying fleep if you just fell back a few steps? Cool. 3 steps back, 8 steps forward, 12 steps back, 15 steps forward. The point is you'll generally get there. And I once had somebody say to me that as we evolve, it's a little bit like a spiral. Like it feels like we're circling back to where we were before, but actually we're elevating as we go. I think that's a nice image. I think that's a lovely circle back, but really it's not the same thing as we were before. One of my other favorite stories about growth is the story of the man who walks down the street with the sinkhole. He's walking down the street, falls in this massive sinkhole, and is like, what the fuck? How did I end up here? This thing is massive. How do I get out? And it takes him like 15 minutes to climb out. He's like, whew, I'm never gonna do that again. Next day, what happens? Falls into the same sinkhole. But he's been here before, so today it only takes him 5 minutes to climb out. Never gonna do that again. You know where this is going. Next time walking down that same street, falls into the sinkhole, but this time he climbs right out. The next time he even sees the sinkhole from a distance, but still falls into it. And after that, he manages to avoid walking into the sinkhole. And the time after that, he just chooses to walk down a different street altogether and avoid that damn sinkhole-filled street. Like seriously, can we get some street maintenance people in here to fix this? Point is, it's not a straight shot. You're not going from 0 to 60 from here to your destination by tomorrow. It's going to have curves, it's going to have curls, it's going to have exploratory sessions, it's going to have backtracking. But you know what? That's the fun of life. If everything worked out the way you thought and it was all just point from here to here to here, golly, it'd be boring. It'd be so dull. What's an adventure without getting lost a little bit? That's my thought for today. I'm Kay. This is Ecstatic Self. Namaste.